and one of them just came up. You always had kind of 10 seconds with each person, and you don't really say anything. And I kind of got a little bit bored of just saying like, yeah, hey, how you doing? Yeah. In an American accent for some reason. Yeah, and she said in her 10 seconds, like, what can I do to get your attention? I was just like, just take your clothes off. And she stood there and like frantically started taking her clothes off and got dragged out of the room by security. And like, you have like a 10-year-old coming up to you and go like, I want to have your babies. And it's just like, I mean, can you? It's the same thing which Taylor was saying. I mean, it seems just completely ridiculous. I don't know why. I mean, 3 years ago, I wouldn't be able to influence my dog to walk. Like, I mean...
And now you're one of the world's, listed as one of the world's most influential, 100 most influential in the world.
I know.
Robert, if you could pick the brain of one... Oh, wow. If you could pick the brain of one fictional character, who would you choose and why?
I want to think of an answer which makes me sound cool. Oh, actually, no. Flounder from The Little Mermaid.
Wow. I think that answer was actually very cool.
And why?
Why?
Why Flounder?
Yeah. You know, it must be difficult to be a talking fish.
Yeah. With both eyes on one side of your head.
Oh, actually, no, the crab. The crab would be... Or is it a lobster? I can't remember.
There's a crab. I know, the crab is called Sebastian. Yeah.
It's Sebastian the singer.
Sebastian.
It's a great singer. It's like, you know, how did you... That was so stupid. Oh, Sebastian.
Dance when you were younger?
I did ballet until I was like 10.
Well, that's the basis of all dance.
And then I realized I was a guy.
Yeah.
And I was the only guy in the class.
But that's why a lot of guys do it, is to meet girls and to get into dance.
That's probably true, actually.
Yeah.
But when you're the only guy in your little black leotard and black jeans dancing to the Batman theme tune, like when everyone else is doing proper ballet,
yeah.
It only lasts so long. I think you can't really go past 10.
Well, it's a shame, because...
Should we just break into the house?
What'd you all do for the audition?
We read some scenes.
Did you have to kiss?
Yeah.
For the audition? Yeah.
And that wasn't in the... They didn't prepare us for that. Yeah, Catherine hadn't told me anyway. I don't know. Oh no, she probably told you. Yeah, she'd done it with a whole bunch of guys.
I had done it with a bunch of guys. So he was the last one that came in. No, he really was actually the
sloppy seconds.
Yeah, no, that's so gross.
Well, you know, there are all these rumors about the two of you. I'm not going to ask her because she's so shy. She's not going to tell me, but...
Kristen's pregnant.
He really loves to, like, shock people because he thinks it's funny. No. We've actually had this conversation. He's having the baby because I mean, imagine a baby coming out of this thing. I mean, like, that's just not going to happen.
So you're going to have the baby?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We know that the newborns are harder to deal with.
I'm sorry to do this. No. But I thought it was so sweet, and he always phrases these emails like in a very formal way. And he's like, "Dear Rob, I've been thinking about gestures, and a good one, in my opinion, is to kiss a lady's hand. It's very romantic and refined. Offer a hand ostensibly to kiss, ostensibly to shake, and then to kiss. I impressed your mother that way." Is this your actual stuff? Man, this is very fancy. Which celebrity would you most like to kiss under the mistletoe? Wow, why can't I think of anyone? I can't even think of any celebrities. Maybe, Ricky Gervais. I like him a lot.
Who's more nervous on those days?
Oh, me, absolutely.
You think?
Yeah, you were like fine. That was a funny little thing that Alan did. before we went in, because on films they always make it really, give you a real security around it whenever anything's happening. They don't let anyone, it's like one person on the set, and they give you this whole talk saying, like, no one's going to be around, don't worry about it. And then we walked in, and Alan gave us this whole kind of lecture about how it feels safe. And we walked into the bedroom, and he's like, I've just got a couple of things, which, you can use them or don't use them, it's fine, if it just makes you feel better about it. And we walked into the bedroom, and laid out on the bed, the art department had got all these things like handcuffs and like kind of like sort of improvised sex toys made out of like hair dryers and things, and and every single thing from the costume felt like a top hat, and it was sort of like all these little things. It was quite funny. It was quite
eyes wide shut. You're doing it.
And it was so funny as well, because we had to I had to get this patch as well to like a ball sack or whatever it's called.
Modesty patch.
A modesty patch, and they didn't have one available.
Well, they didn't have one for me.
And then they made it out of half a bra, doing this thing, and then she had to tape it, stretching around into my arse crack and stuff. It was quite funny. It was really delightful.
Yes. Glamour of movie making. Wow.
Oh, you can if you want. I've actually just got rid of my dandruff, which is great. It's amazing.
Yes, it feels all clean and silky.
Oh yeah, right.
This is like the scene where I guess after you show Bella the bed, and you kind of are having this kind of intense make-out session, and she, I guess, hitches her leg over your hip in some way.
Was that actually the leg hitch scene? That's the only thing that happens in that scene, just a leg hitch.